Ladies and gents, welcome. Let's talk D&D combat. This is our character, a random character I found online. I just download the character sheet. Let's do this. So he's a wizard, high elf, chaotic good. This is his alignment, and his background is acolyte. There are his stats, everything we need to know, what kind of person he is, and all his abilities and spells and everything. Okay, so he is ready. If you missed the episode, you don't know how to create your character, and you kind of like wondering what's going on, don't worry, just come back to the playlist. You will find it in this video's description. But let's move on. So our character, he is a wizard, and he's riding on a horseback. Let's say he's going to he has been hired to provide counsel and security to one of the small towns in the Sword Coast. Okay, so he's riding to his destination, and he's riding through the woods. What kind of creatures think of the woods as their homes? Let's say a wolf. A wolf thinks of this forest as his house, as his home. Okay, so he decided to attack our character. So before anything happens, this wolf he decides to sneak to our character. Before anything happens, our character doesn't know that this wolf is coming. Okay, he doesn't know. The dungeon master, we're using this tabletop simulator just to present, so you don't have to imagine anything, but so you can see as an example. So first, it's not here, right? So our character doesn't know that he's there. So first thing he needs to do, he needs to realize that he's in danger, right? So how he does that? He needs to roll for his perception if he notices anything. So he is actually, see, he is proficient in perception. This is great. So whatever he rolls, roll. Whatever he rolls, 16, great, plus 3, that's 19. He's very, he's on top of his game. He's very cautious. And this wolf, I found the stats online. So this is wolf. He's trying to sneak to our character. So he's sneaking. He does his profit dex plus 2. Okay, so let's roll and add 2. Roll, and he rolls a 1. So our character realized that he's coming. So he's sawing. So he can react. So he can now roll for initiative. Roll for initiative. It means you deciding who's acting first, who was faster, who react, who realize that he's in danger, and who's gonna act first. Okay. But what would happen if it is our character that wouldn't realize that he's in danger? Let's turn the tables. Okay. Let's say that our character roll 1 and the wolf roll, what was it, 16? So our character doesn't know he's coming. Okay. So wolf managed to sneak to our character and attack him. So first thing wolf will do, he will get the surprise round. He surprised our character and he will attack him. Okay, so he has a first go, he has a free round to attack our character. So from wherever he was, he will move. How far he can, let's say he was managed to sneak up to here and he will move to our character. How far he can move? He can move up to 50 feet. So let's decide that 1 square is 5 feet. Okay, so let's move our character. Here is here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 easily managed to get to our character. And let's say he will attack horse, the horse that we are riding. So because we are riding on a horse, so the wolf will roll for attack, and we cannot do anything because we have been surprised. Let's move the character of this. Let's move the wolf over here. So a wolf will attack the horse. Let's say horse have a. Well, I'm not gonna find the stats for horse, but if you look to the player handbook, you will find the stats for horse easily. I think the armor class for horse was 12 or 10, something like that. Let's roll for wolf. Wolf rolls 12 plus his attack bonus plus 3, so 15 easily. He hits, managed to bite at horse. He deals d6 plus 1, so he rolls d6 for damage. 3 plus 1, 4 points. So he bit him hard, but I think horse had like 20 hit points, so he's still alive. But what happens, we need to remember as a dungeon master to act accordingly. So horse panics, so he's trying to run, starting to panic. So our character needs to make animal handling check, okay? Because he's riding horse, he's trying to calm the horse down, but it's gonna be hard, right? So let's try to make sure the horse it stays calm. So let's roll for that. What's the difficult for that? You need to decide as a dungeon master. I would say this is I would say damage plus 10. 10 is a less like 50-50, right? On the d20. So damage he managed to was it 4 hit points, so 10 14. So he needs to roll more than 14 on a hit on a dice. So let's see. 9 plus 1, that's 10. So our character just fall down from the horse. So the horse just goes. He goes. And our character just dropped down. He's on the floor. And now we roll for initiative, because our character was surprised. You see how many things just happened because we managed to get surprised. The enemy had the upper hand. Let's remember this lesson and let's make this never happen again. Let's make sure this never happen again, okay? And of course our character fall down. So he will receive, let's say, d4 damage from a fall. How many? 1. Okay, so he received 1 point of damage. Let's put it here, so 1. Okay. You receive 1. Oh no, let's make it the other way around. Well, no, trash it. Let's make it 7 because there are 8 hit points, right? Easy. Okay. And now we roll for initiative. Who acts first? So let's roll for wolf. 8 plus his dex modifier plus 2, and that's 10. And our character 8 plus, what was it, 5, also 10. So they acting at the same time. They can act at the same time, but you can also decide to roll again, or you can make them roll and act at the same time. How will it work? So wolf decide to attack our character, and we decide to also attack, right? Or to get up first, right? So this happened at the same time. So it can be tricky. It's a lot of things depends on you. If you don't want to like create complicated situation, you can ask to play again and roll yourself as a dungeon master for the wolf again. Let's roll again, for example. Or no, let's not, because it's easy, right? So let's make this combat happen at the same time. So we are getting up. So we get up, and the wolf attack us. If we wouldn't stand up, we would be still lying on the floor. So on the ground, on the flat down, right, from the when we fell down from the horse. So by getting up, we managed to avoid a lot of trouble, because when you're on the floor, when you're lying flat and someone attacking you, he had the advantage on you. So we managed to avoid that, so this is great. So wolf will attack us now. So he rolls for attack 5 plus 3, 8. Our armor class 12. So we managed to avoid his attacking us. We managed to avoid his attack. But now since we get up, that was half. Getting up from when you knock down is always half of your movement. So we still have a 30, so 15 feet, so we can run away 1, 2, 3, or just stay there, because when you trying to retreat, you are provoking the opportunity attack. So the wolf have an opportunity to attack you. We don't want to do that. No, let's not do that. We're gonna cast one of the spells. So he can cast a spell. Let's say he's gonna cast Shocking Grasp. Okay, Shocking Grasp. It's a spell made to be cast during the combat. Normally, if you cast a spell or shoot in a bow during the hand-to-hand combat, you have a disadvantage. But with Shocking Grasp, you're okay. On the other hand, he could also pull up the sword and try to slice the wolf. But he's better with magic, so he will stick to magic. So his attack bonus is to his spell casting bonus is ability modifier, which is for the wizard is 3 plus proficiency bonus 5. So d20 plus 5. We roll for that. 20. It's a critical hit. 20 is a critical hit. That means double damage. I believe that Shocking Grasp is d8 for damage. I'm not sure. I will quickly check out in my app. If you don't know what app I'm using, please do check our video where we our video about spells and other stuff. Top 5 apps for every dungeon master. Great video. I know I might be bragging, but it's a really good video about some great apps. Right, so Shocking Grasp does so Shocking Grasp does d8 damage. So roll d8 4 times 2 because it's a critical hit, so 8 hit points. So he have 11 hit points. So with one attack, so he got only 3 hit points left. That was devastating hit. He's barely alive, that wolf. So, as a dungeon master now, because it's a new round, you can decide what to do next with this wolf. You can just keep attacking this player, right? Because he's fighting for his life, so he's it's a savage wolf. He will fight to his death, or make more natural approach. This wolf tried to attack us. He was hungry. He thought of us as easy prey. He managed to knock us out from our horse and trying to get to us, but we just kept up and kicked his ass. We managed to deal a critical hit to this wolf, so he may decide to run away. So if you run away, unless he's gonna make a disengage action, because we all have an action, bonus action and movement, right? So he can make disengage action and just run away, right? Without provoking opportunity attack, or he can just bail and just like make a blind rush escape, try to escape from this combat. It's really up to you to make this call, right? But I would say he would run away because he's wounded. He didn't expect to get treated so badly by our wizard. He just got hit critically and he's injured. But for the sake of this episode of this combat, let's keep fighting because it's all about combat, right? Now, if our character gets hit, like if he would cast a spell that requires that requires concentration. Do you remember the video about the spells? Some spells require concentration. If you get hit during maintaining your concentration on the spell, you have to roll d20. d20, whatever you roll, add your constitution modifier, which is 2, so 14. And whatever damage you take, if it's less than 20, if it's less than 10, you, I believe, if it's less 20 or less, the difficulty is 10. If it's more than 20, it's always half of the damage. So if you receive 30 hit points of damage and you're still alive, then the difficulty of maintaining the concentration is 15. Okay, that makes sense. It's hard to maintain concentration, or for example, on the paralyze spell, on the hold person spell on someone, when there's arrows sticking from your chest, from your ass. Okay, it's very hard, trust me. So this is how maintaining concentration works. Other smaller rules, like conditional rules. For example, if you're paralyzed or if you're knocked down, like, it's all affecting you. You can find more details in a player handbook or online. It does change the dynamic of combat. But now it's pretty straightforward. So let's say because we act in the same time, it all happens simultaneously. So we both decided to attack. So let's both roll for it. So let's say the wolf dies, it's black. So wolf rolls for attack and we roll for attack. Let's both roll. Okay. So 12 plus 3, 15, he hits us and we hit back. Okay. We both hit. So he hits us for roll 6 plus 1, 7. So we are basically at 0. So this is interesting. So we are basically down, but not before we manage to use our, let's say, again, spell, Shocking Grasp, and we also hit him for roll for 2, so he's still alive. So that's funny. We just lost, so he killed us and he ate us. So let's say we are both we died basically, and he basically kills us now, right? So this is the end of this character. But let's say we roll. Let's say we roll, just for the sake of 3 also, so he is also dead. Okay, we both dead, lying on the ditch, on the pretty dramatic in the middle of the forest. Okay, so what's happened next when we lying there, waiting for die, waiting to basically get eaten by a wolf or waiting for help? Every next round, when your turns comes in, you are making the death saving troll. You're rolling for death. You're making a death save roll. Okay, it looks like this. If you roll 10 or less, you failed. It's 50-50. If you roll 11 or more, it's a success. So let's roll 1. So he failed the first one. Okay, so can we mark it here? Nope. So let's use this. Can we mark it here? So let's choose. Can we make a different color? Yes, there we go. Bam. So he just failed the first one. Oh, come on, dude. Color black. Yeah. So he failed the first one. Okay, he failed his death save. When the next turn comes in, he rolls again. 7. He also fails. Right? So you're making these rolls until you die or until you're successful. If you manage to roll 3 times above 10, you are stable. you manage to stabilize, so you're not bleeding out. Somehow you manage to survive, and you probably will wake up on your own within the next few hours. If you roll, where is it? If you roll 1, so critical failure, you fail straight away 2 death saves. You fail straight away, like that. It's very dangerous. I had my player roll that on a game. You basically, after you failed your first one, you basically have a 5% to die instantly. So if your teammate is down, don't wait for another round to help him, because he will die. On the other hand, if you roll, let's say 20, right? It's a critical success. You wake up with 1 hit point. Okay, it's like in the movies, like in the films. Our hero is like knocked down. He's basically bleeding out, but he hears his girlfriend scream, and bad guys laugh. He's laughing, and he's taking his girlfriend. He's like get his strength back, and he's chasing him. So this is the situation basically. And what next? If you have a teammate, someone who can help you, he will get to you in time. And let's say you have a friend. He comes in, he charges, and he's trying to help you. Right? So how do you help the character that bleeds out? You need to roll the medicine check. Okay. As a DM, you decide what the check is. I would say anything between like 10 and 15. I would say. So let's say it's 13. So let's roll if he managed to do it. He rolls 6. So unless he's a doctor, he failed. Okay. So if he failed, he didn't manage to stabilize you. He tried to do it in the next round, but you have to roll again for death save. So you roll 5, bam, he died. You see, some people say you cannot die in D&D because you have death saves. If you have a cleric in your team, he will always heal you. You have all the magic potions. It's so hard to die in D&D. Trust me, it's not in my game. So let's say in the next round he managed to 8. What's up with these dice? Jesus, delete these dice. Let's roll try to change dice as well. Like that's gonna help. Well, there you go, 15. So plus his medicine modifier, let's say he managed to successfully stabilize. So he's at 0, but he's stable. Okay, so he's not bleeding out. So now his friend can drag him out to safety and help him recover. If you have spells that can heal, or if you have magic potions, you simply apply the spell. You heal the amount that this magic potion or spell, let's say cure wounds. I think if you cast a cure wounds, I think you recover your wisdom modifier plus roll. So let's say 8 plus, for example, 1, that's 9 hit points. So he got only 8 hit points. So he's like, okay, good to go. He's been healed. I think that's it. That might be it in the nutshell. I don't want to make this video too long. If you wanna know more, please download the PDF file with 3 rules, also available in the video description, or write a comment. That's it for now. Any questions, just like I said, put in the comments, rate this video, recommend it to your friends if they looking to find out more about D&D and combat and other stuff. And please do stay tuned, because in the next video we will create the adventure. First adventure for the new characters for D&D. Okay, bye.